Today is Rekha's wedding night. She is young and beautiful. However, her husband, Mohan, is much shorter than her. Mohan wants to have sex with Rekha and make her climax. But on their wedding night, Rekha's grandfather's health deteriorates. So Rekha abandons her wedding night to visit her grandfather in the hospital. The next day, Rekha goes to bed early. On the third day, she also deliberately goes to bed early. 6 days pass in this manner. Mohan harbors many desires that he wants to fulfill with Rekha and give her the love of a husband. Whether Mohan can have sex with Rekha, and what challenges he faces to celebrate his wedding night, is what we'll explore today. The story begins with Mohan arriving at a hotel for tea. The villagers tell him about a girl who is very ill and whose treatment will cost 20 lakh rupees. It would be great if he could help. Mohan declares that he will bear all the expenses of the girl's treatment. Hearing this, the villagers are overjoyed, and we learn that Mohan is a wealthy man in the village. He may be short, but he has a lot of money. Then we see Mohan's brother show Mohan's mother a photo of a girl and say, "This girl's name is Rekha. This girl has liked my brother Mohan." Quote, his brother has created Mohan's profile on Shadi.com. However, Mohan's mother is worried that Rekha might reject him because of his height. But his brother explains that he had already written everything about Mohan on the website and sent Rekha's photo to Mohan. Seeing the photo, Mohan is left speechless. He has even thought of names for his children after seeing Rekha. Mohan falls for Rekha. Later that night, Mohan's friends bring him to a woman, who takes money and spreads happiness. Mohan's friend says, "Give our friend a pleasure he'll remember for the rest of his life." Mohan also wants to exploit this girl. But Mohan is very shy around this woman. They start drinking together. Then the girl calls Mohan over to her. Mohan is about to approach her, but just then, the police raid the house. The police come and check if anything is going on. To escape the police, Mohan hides in a baby swing and turns into a child. The police find nothing wrong in the house. So they search the house and leave, and somehow Mohan's life is saved. The next morning, Mohan's family comes to Rekha's house to discuss marriage. Mohan was very happy about the marriage, and Rekha is also very happy with the relationship. After talking privately, they develop a liking for each other. After this, Mohan and Rekha get married with all the rituals. Both of them are very excited about this wedding. Mohan brings Rekha home in a car with great fanfare. It's Mohan's wedding night. He's smelling the flowers and thinking about what he'll do tonight. Shortly after, Rekha enters the room with a glass of milk and sits on the bed. Mohan says, "Come and sit next to me." Mohan then drinks the milk, and Rekha does too. To make the night easier, they start talking about themselves, but before they can do anything, a woman comes and calls Rekha out and tells her that her grandfather has been admitted to the hospital because he drank too much at the wedding. Rekha abandons her wedding night and immediately goes to the hospital to see her grandfather. Mohan's plans are thwarted. He had dreamed so much about that night, but alas, he can't do anything now. Mohan goes to the hospital and says, "Let's go home." But Rekha refuses and goes to see her grandfather. The night passes like this. But the next morning, Mohan brings Rekha home and resolves not to ruin this night at any cost. Later that night, Mohan brings Rekha jalebi, a sweet dish. She laughs at it. Rekha likes it. Then, they both prepare for bed. Mohan explains that they should start family planning now. He's discussing how many children they want. But by then, Rekha is asleep and snoring. Seeing Rekha like this, Mohan becomes troubled. He's at a loss as to how to get close to her, how to love her, how to fulfill his duties as a husband. Just then, his friend calls. "You and your sister-in-law are playing catch together, aren't you?" Mohan then lets his friend hear Rekha's snoring. His friend, too, becomes worried and says, "Mohan, you haven't been able to get close to Rekha yet." Now, every night, Rekha falls asleep early. But one day, Mohan, fed up with all this, tells his friend everything. His friend says, "You have to take the lead. When she's asleep, do something that will bring Bobby to you." Quote, then, at night, after Rekha falls asleep, Mohan approaches her and touches her. Rekha immediately wakes up and becomes furious. She asks, "How could you touch me without asking?" Mohan replies, "I'm your husband, and I have every right to touch you. Why are you so angry?" Quote, Mohan understands that Rekha married him solely for his money. She loves his money. Mohan tells Rekha everything. Rekha replies, "Do you think I'm that kind of girl? I'm not that kind of girl." Quote, hearing their commotion, the family members come into Mohan's room and ask what the fight is about. Rekha, crying, explains, "When I was little, I loved dancing. But one day, my dance teacher touched me inappropriately. He tried to force himself on me. Quote, since then, I've been afraid of anyone touching me. I didn't want to get married, but my parents forced me to. Mohan is short, and I felt I wouldn't have to be physical with him. That's why I agreed. I thought we would be good friends after marriage. But Mohan crossed all limits today. I truly love Mohan. I see him as a husband. But I don't think our marriage can last anymore." With that, Rekha leaves the house. Meanwhile, everyone in the house has become aware of Mohan's lust. Mohan, too, is now living alone. He starts cursing God for his height, so the family goes to a priest to ask if Mohan can marry again. The priest says that Mohan's horoscope had the good fortune of only one marriage, which has now been shattered. But we must not lose hope and trust in God. He will make everything right. A few days later, a young girl named Divya arrives at Mohan's house. This girl wants to make a documentary film on the village farmers and is interviewing Mohan's father. During the interview, Divya stumbles upon a photograph. She sees some childhood photos of Mohan and is surprised to find that she knows Mohan. Divya used to be Mohan's classmate. However, Mohan doesn't recognize her. So, Divya gets Mohan's number from his father, invites him to meet her, takes him to school, and reminds him of their time together in school. This brings Mohan back to life. He says, "You've surprised me." Gradually, they begin seeing each other daily. We can see the joy on Mohan's face. They fall in love. But one day, a man named Devanan comes to Mohan and threatens him, saying, "Stay away from Divya. She's my younger brother's girlfriend. He's going to marry her. If you're ever seen with Divya again, I'll make you even smaller." Quote. But Mohan isn't afraid. He says, "If Divya wants to marry me, I'll marry her. Do whatever you want." Quote. Hearing this, Devanand arrives at Mohan's hotel and first beats Mohan's father in front of everyone. Then he humiliates him, telling Mohan to stay away from Divya, otherwise he too will face dire consequences. As soon as Divya learns of this, she rushes to Mohan's house and begs for forgiveness. She also explains that Devanand's brother is pursuing her and wants to marry her. He's even threatened to kill her. Mohan's father says, "Don't be afraid, daughter. I have a friend who is a wrestler. We'll make him our bodyguard." Quote. Mohan then goes to meet his father's friend, the wrestler. But there, he discovers that the wrestler passed away 6 years ago. But he has a son, Balbir. He is also a wrestler and just as brave. Mohan takes Balbir with him. As soon as Balbir arrives in the village, the villagers burst firecrackers to celebrate. Balbir, however, is frightened when he hears the sound of the firecrackers, but he still pretends to be brave. The next morning, Mohan visits Divya. Divya offers him some prasad from the temple. Mohan also gifts her a ring. Seeing the ring, Divya, delighted with Mohan, puts it on his hand. They both begin to like each other. But then we learn that Divya is in cahoots with Devanand and has an accomplice named Arjun. These three are conspiring to trap Mohan. Divya is deceiving Mohan. Divya tells them that Mohan, though short in stature, is involved in gold smuggling. Mohan and his partner, Gautam, are both very cunning people. They work together to negotiate big deals, and their deals are hampered because of them. Now, the prasad I gave Mohan contained poison that would slowly kill him. It would remove him from our path forever. But Divya had perhaps forgotten that Mohan, though short in stature, was no child. The ring Mohan gave Divya had a transmitter embedded in it. He had installed this transmitter because he knew no woman would approach him without reason. Using this transmitter, Mohan overhears everything Divya says and tells his friend that he didn't eat the prasad. He also knows that Divya is planning a major gold deal with Arjun. So Mohan captures one of Arjun's associates and demands, "Tell us where the container is, or I won't let you go alive." Terrified, the man tells him where the container is. Arjun sees the ring Mohan gave Divya in her hand and realizes that Mohan has placed the transmitter in it. He quickly approaches the container and finds Mohan and Gautam there. A fight ensues between them. Arjun and his companions lose the fight, and Mohan wins. He now has the container as well. The next morning, Rekha approaches Mohan and apologizes. She regrets her mistake. Mohan forgives Rekha. Just then, a man calls Mohan and says, "I have something to tell you about Gautam, because Gautam has killed many people." The
question now is, Who are these people? And what is it that Mohan doesn't know? With this suspense, the story ends. We hope you enjoyed this story. Now, just wait a little longer. See you in the next video. Until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this.